You are now tuned in to Chris Barnes, Raw and Uncut. Let's get into it.
While the murders of D-Thang's killers were incredibly personal to Lil Durk, the murder of FBG Duck was very much just business as usual in the world of Chicago's long-running gang wars. But while Duck at the time had been the face of the gangster disciples in his city, after his murder, one of his close friends would step up to fill the void that he left. This was the rapper FBG Cash, real name Tristan Hamilton. Born on October the 5th, 1990, Cash was several years older than most of his peers in the early drill scene, including his little brother, FBG Young, who was born in 1996. Cash was born into a family of GDs, and with his father being in the streets too, Cash would be exposed to that lifestyle early, jumping off the porch in his grade school years.
Yeah, my pop.
Make sure y'all put their money bags in the comment section.
Pop was always in the streets. Kids, we was already in the street, exposed to the street. You know what I'm saying? It was just a time we had to come home, but we saw everything that who ain't from the streets and ain't jumped off the porch ain't saw. We saw all at a young age so far as like coming out, doing shit on my own through grade school years. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I got a chance to pop out and go somewhere without my people attendance, you know what I'm saying? I was in the streets, so.
Cash and Young's family would eventually move to around the 63rd and St. Lawrence area when Cash was in 9th grade. And there, they would join the local gang set, STL EBT, and begin to spend time with other guys from the set, like Duck and Dutchie. The four would eventually form the rap group Flyboy Gang, aka FBG, together with rappers like Lil J, Billionaire Black, Duck's brother Brick, and Wooski, who was always more in the streets than in the booth, but would still rep the name at times in his music. However, before that, in 2009, when Cash was only 18 years old, he would get arrested for an armed robbery and get sentenced to 6 years, which meant that Cash would end up being locked up during the critical years when the war between the GDs and BDs began to escalate in the Woodlawn area. While Young and Dutchie and Duck would first begin to rap under the FBG moniker, and the drill movement as a whole would begin to form, with artists from the Woodlawn and Washington Park neighborhoods playing a key role in the genre's birth. With good time though, Cash would ultimately end up only doing 31 months, and in 2011 he would be released on house arrest. Cash would seemingly spend his time on social media, where he was making his affiliations known. His first tweet being how he's repping Dale Mob, a name that STL EBT would call themselves after the murder of Dale Fisher in December 2011. And of course, repping their rap group FBG that he was now part of, as well as shouting out their affiliates like the MOB set and the Brick Squad, or dissing their ops like Fredo Santana, aka Mr. Scary Sight, and E-Day from 600. Cash was clearly studying the new drill scene, and seeing it blow up right in front of him, he too would decide to get into rapping and make a name for himself. Being now part of the FBG crew, who were already making noise within the scene, Cash was in a great position to make it rapping, but he also had an ace up his sleeve to go viral. See, when Cash had been 16, he'd been messing around with an older woman. But this wasn't just any woman. This was Chief Keef's mother, Lolo, who used to live in the Parkway Gardens, better known as O-Block. Now, with Keef being possibly the hottest new artist in the world at that point, and being the #1 enemy of Cash's STL EBT set due to often dissing them and their dead member Tuka in his music, Cash decided to clap back and use his old fling with Keith's mother to create publicity for himself in the drill scene. As he would many years later explain to a very confused Adam 22, who had seemingly missed this part of the early drill history.
Chicago did Chief Keef wrong in so many areas. His homies, his ops, the West Side, and it's like all he did was glow everybody up.
You go about getting into the music?
Like I felt like so like it was already ahead of me in the race. That wasn't even a race for us, but they was already off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't want to just be the one to just drop a song and then they do poor, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to do something to grab the attention. I started, made me and I ain't even make a Twitter yet. I was on Instagram and it wasn't even popping like that. It wasn't no live, but like it was some shit that happened with me and Chief Keef's mama, and that just put me over the top. Like as far as like people want to know who I am.
Back then in 2012.
Like yeah, like that's when it came to.
What
like,
happened with his mom?
Like I used to with her. Like yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna count. You know what I'm saying? It's been said before. Like, I ain't even gonna bring it up. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? She cool people, but like me and her relationship, like not a relationship, but relations. Like what started me rapping.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of feel weird. Like I feel like you might be trolling me, and I don't want to have a serious conversation about it if you're just trolling.
Adam, he is not trolling you, bro. Chief Keef is so influential that by Cash piping his mother, he became a famous rapper.
But
In the summer of 2012, Cash would film himself calling Chief Keef's mother without her knowledge and trick her into admitting their relationship, with the video then getting posted online, where it would soon find itself going viral on worldstar.com, the biggest hip-hop culture platform at the time.
Call on Chief Keef, man. Real. Yeah, man, I ain't mean to hang up on you. Hey, what's up, man? When you gonna give me tickets to your son's show or something? I said, when you gonna give me tickets to one of your son's show or something? Yeah, I know that shock. You man, your little son blew up. You would never get that.
Man, Cash wasn't right for this. You had a relationship with this woman, and then you gonna go expose her for clout. Everybody always thought Cash was wrong for that.
Yeah. I know that's right. I done got me some fame.
It's crazy how it be your own family. This Chief Keef mama playing with his career. This could have destroyed Chief Keef's career.
How long you been with me, man? I know you trust me. That's what's up. That's what they do, man. 7 years, yeah, that sound about right. I used to work at the metro station. How much you keep was it? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ain't no duplicate. Y'all the real thing, goddamn, man. I got the real thing. Hey. Boy, when you finish doing all that, man, Alright, call me. Online with man, she keeps wrong, man. That's real. Man, no fake. You heard all that, man. That's real.
The video sparked widespread rumors and even created more animosity between these two warring gangs. But some people on Keith's side would seemingly also find it funny too, with King Von himself even tweeting about the incident, making fun of Keith, calling Cash his stepdad. The drill fans' eyes were now on Cash too, but soon after, a tragedy would strike, as Cash's good friend Lil Jojo would end up getting killed. But that wasn't all, because after Jojo's death, Worldstar would make a post out of it, calling Lil Jojo the brother of Cash, or Cash Out, as he was going by the time. Cash would further boost his name by doing a radio interview where he would discuss his beef with Chief Keef and the death of Lil Jojo, as well as his plans to become a rapper.
Got a mixtape coming out, but you know him from the controversy that's been going on up in Chicago in the rap scene, and you also know him from Worldstar Hip Hop. My homeboy, Mr. Cash Out. Cash Out, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I mean, I tell you, when they said you were looking for him, I said, man, let me go on and get on the ground and he go and hide the fuck out.
Man, I don't know how that play out, but I know I ain't hard to be found though.
I ain't mad at you. Now, I want the people to understand, one, why you're here, because there's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. We're going to get into rap stuff. We're just going to get into real life stuff. So we're going to allow you to talk about everything. But why don't you tell them what transpired to make you seek me out?
Man, my name Cash Out, man. Cash Out 063. I'm 63rd St. Lawrence. And I've been in the streets since I was a shorty, man. Everything I do is valid. Everything I do got a stamp on it. I started a Twitter page. I just recently come home from prison. So a lot of this stuff, like, it ain't new to me, but since it's been in the media and everything, it's basically I hear where I'm from. It's like
when I did that Baby Greg interview, and he was saying, bro, you already know they've been chasing clout. I didn't know because I never understood how Cash was chasing Clout before he actually got on. And this is extremely cringy. You even heard the interview person say, "What made you seek me out? What made you seek me out?" But Cash had to do what he had to do to get where he needed to go. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy seeing, like, I never seen Cash come up before the come up. It's interesting to see how he got his name out there before Doug died.
Got back up. I was just like, damn, because I thought she was shot, so I was trying to push that out the car. Yeah, like boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to push this out because I thought she got shot, but I was like, when I see she was like, whoa, I'm like, drive. She drives. I'm like, now I could get my out because that's the only reason I put my. Because I thought it was the police just in case they stop her. And I'm like, now I'm getting right, but I'm like, man, what is? She was like, they turned off. I'm like, I bet. I'm like, just drive. Directed to my crib. And when I was trying to get up out the car, I had pushed the rest of the window out, like, because the police was coming towards us.
This is not normal. Like, by the way, this is dramatic and crazy. Like,
yeah, but I done been so many people been shot around me.
It's not confirmed who the girl who Cash was with that night, but only a few weeks later, he would find himself in the exact same situation. But unfortunately, this time, he wouldn't be as lucky. In what was titled as the last video of Cash alive, he was seen having fun in a recording studio wearing a black hoodie with a green print. And then, in the early morning of the 10th of June 2022, Cash had allegedly been at a nightclub where he had gotten into an altercation with some unknown people. Then, around 5:30 a.m., Cash and the woman named Tasha West would be driving in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood, located immediately south of Inglewood. Cash was driving his Ford Edge SUV on the 1600 block of West 81st Street, while the woman was reportedly sleeping in the car at this time. Their destination, possibly being Cash's home, on the 8100 block of South Marshfield Avenue, which was only about a minute drive away. However, when arriving at an intersection, a black Cadillac would pull up on the car, and two unknown suspects would begin shooting at them.
There's so many different stories about what happened to Cash that morning. At this point, I don't know what to believe.
At this point, Cash would attempt to run from the shooters after bailing out the car, but he would eventually collapse on a grass verge next to the sidewalk beside a tree, while the shooters would then flee the scene in the Cadillac. Police and ambulances would arrive at the scene with gruesome pictures of Cash's body on the ground and being loaded into an ambulance, later going viral, with Cash notably being left laying next to that tree. Cash and the woman would be transported to the Advocate Christ Medical Center, where Cash would unfortunately be pronounced dead.
Units 6 and Citywide, we have a shot spotter at 8059 South Marshfield, 8059 South Marshfield, 22 rounds, nothing further, zone 8 station clear.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet. 2 years ago, another rapper close to Hamilton, known as FBG Duck, was also shot and killed.
The police incident report would later reveal that a total of 23 shell casings were found at the scene, with 14 from a rifle and 9 from a .40 caliber pistol, while the medical examiner's report would reveal that Cash had been struck in the head, neck, back, chest, and legs. Reports also indicated that the shooting went down in 2 phases, with 18 initial rounds being fired, followed by a pause, then another 5 rounds, perhaps suggesting that the shooters wanted to ensure that Cash didn't survive and stood over him shooting to finish him off, with this detail seemingly being referenced by witnesses to the crime, as well as later lyrics that refer to the murder. Rumors would later even circulate, suggesting
Cash got shot by some kids, bro. I can tell, because it ain't no reason to shoot somebody 23 times. They shot him 23 times because they were scared of Cash. And I know a lot of people might be like, well, why would they be scared of Cash? Because Cash was really from the streets. He just didn't portray himself like that on the net.
That Cash's killers might have even tracked him using an Apple AirTag. But following Cash's death, Chiracologists on Reddit would soon begin to react, like posting theories about his ops, such as 600 Breezy possibly dissing Cash by posting a picture of himself smoking on his Instagram story, while another commenter would say how Mimo600 had also posted a similar picture. A day or two after Cash's murder, his cousin and fellow rapper BG Lil Pat would make several posts dedicated to him, including a video of himself driving around together with a caption implying that he was going to slide for a month straight to get revenge. However, Pat would also make an alleged post and delete story where he could be seen walking in O-Block, which would immediately start theories that O-Block had been responsible for Cash's murder. About a week after Cash's death, Digital Real YouTube channel would post a vlog from O-Block where one of their members can be seen heavily dissing him, which would further boost the theories that O-Block was behind the hit.
Home gang only. Dummy, zip him up. Dead on the right. Straight to the wall. Ain't make the hospital. Straight to the wall. The world wants supposed to have everybody twice sing their day but the women and every day but these legends. He over known as cash out, but we ain't crashed out. Home gang only.
Meanwhile, Buck Munna,
look like y'all crashed out with that one.
who is part of a set called TSG, who are the younger generation of O-Block, would make a post on his Facebook 2 days after Cash's murder, where he can be seen flexing a stack of money in front of the King Von mural in a very similar photo to the one Cash had taken at the mural just before his death, together with a caption where he would call himself the devil, while in another picture he would be pointing gun fingers towards the ground as if standing over someone whilst killing them with a gun. This flexing raised a lot of eyebrows amongst Redditors. However, it was an Instagram video posted by an O-Block member, T-Money, which would really make fans think that Buck Munna might have been the one who killed Cash, as he had been seen in the video allegedly showing a close-up photo of a body that looks like Cash's. However, it wasn't only O-Block who were hinting at their involvement, as OTF members would also go live 2 days after Cash's death to celebrate OTF DD. But the celebration of life would seemingly soon turn into a celebration of death, as someone would reference lyrics from Dirk's song What Happened to Virgil by then asking, what happened to your mans? While OTF Varney would then reference lyrics from Dirk and Pooh Shiesty's Back in Blood song, saying how all of that woofing on the internet had got someone's friend killed, before someone else would repeatedly yell headshot, this also being the chorus of Dirk's Computer Murderers song, where Dirk would seemingly warn Cash about taking photos in front of the Von mural.
I'm gonna go fishing with my brother. They like, damn, what happened to Virgil? I'm like, damn, what happened to your mans? All that woofing on the net, it got your mans. Headshot. But us fruit equal what?
Dale always used to say, I told Cash to stop doing all that dissing. I told him to stop dissing, but he wouldn't listen. That diss music Cash was making, it put an X on his back.
Make a trailer to that. Headshot.
Moments later in the same live, the group can be heard rapping King Von's lyrics from the Back Again song, where Dirk had also seemingly dissed Cash, before Varney immediately shouts Long Live V-Roy and recites Dirk's lyrics from his Aha song, saying how people can believe whatever they want, but Lil Dirk got your folks hit.
Oh, folks, now long live V-Roy. You can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit. Aha.
Later in the same month, Lil Durk would release the deluxe version of his 7220 album, which would include the song Risky. In the song, Durk raps how someone would be an easy kill because they chase girls, and that standing over someone while killing them is his favorite pose, with these lyrics seemingly describing the exact way that Cash died, before also rapping how someone wouldn't die about their friend, but they'll die about a girl, which could be seen as a reference to how Cash seemingly didn't get back to Duck, but he ended up dying because he was with a girl that night, with some fans seeing this song to be Lil Durk self-snitching about getting Cash killed. Durk's song was then followed in July by the group song To The Top by O-Block members Munna Ike, Durkee, Buck Munna, and G Nook.
I know y'all don't want to hear this, but Dirk is not the reason why Cash is dead. It's a good documentary, and I'm not saying that Dirk didn't put any money up for the death of Cash. However, Cash's fate was sealed long before he got into it with Dirk,
where Buck Munna would provide a full verse of apparent hints towards Cash's murder, starting by saying how they're going to spin and spin again until they cash out, before saying that if their victim tries to run, they'll chase him down, and now he's on the news, and ending by saying how they caught someone loafing with his boo, before saying again how they're going to put him on the news. In June, rumors would circulate that Lamron members might have been responsible after an IG story was uploaded by members claiming to be smoking Cash.
Yeah, my boy.
Now we coming.
Yeah.
Smoking Cash.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Later in July, Dirk would go live with Booney Mo, Dee and other OTF members, during which they would count huge stacks of cash, while a clearly intoxicated Lil Durk and other members would gleefully begin to repeat the line, "They know that we did it," which is from Booney Mo's at the time unreleased song, We Did It, that was later put on the incredibly incriminating album Loyal Bros 2.
They know that we did it.
They know that we did it. They know that we did it.
They know that we did it. Drop song, man. We got a lot of raw shows on the Super, y'all.
A few minutes later, Dirk begins to rap his verse from the also at the time unreleased song Threats to Everybody, where he raps that if you play with him, you're going to end up by that tree, which many have seen to be a direct reference to Cash, whose body was indeed found laying on the grass next to that tree. For some reason, the other members would find these lyrics incredibly funny, but it was Booney Mo who would...
Dirk literally wrapped himself in a Rico. Dirk ain't had nothing to do with Cash death, man.
really crack them up once again, repeating the line, "They know that we did it."
You ain't had your gun for them, you better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Booney. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up by that tree.
Know that we did it.
The connection to Cash wasn't lost on the fans, who would comment on the YouTube video about this live, how OTF were clearly trolling Cash. Meanwhile, Buck Munna would also go live, seemingly sometime in July, where he would rap lyrics that were clearly about FBG Cash, like saying that now that he's dead, he can't take another pic, a clear reference to Cash's picture in front of the Von mural, as well as saying how their ops are mad that an old man is in a body bag, and how the switches made him crash, and that he doesn't smoke Tuka anymore, he smokes Cash.
He dead and gone, that's what he get, man. He can't take another pic. He got Eddie took word around it was a neck. Off for that block where they don't pay. I don't pay, I take his face. And I ain't missed cause I know they pissed, I know they mad that man up in the bag. The switches came and made him crash. I don't smoke Tuka, I smoke Cash. I'm just lying. Weak, that's exotic shit.
Buck Munna would further raise eyebrows after a vlog circulated, seeming to show him laughing and reenacting.
Man, Buck Munna ass is going to jail. All these people around Buck Munna is locked up. And he gonna be next, bro. And it's just sad because Buck Munna was influenced by older people to take out Cash. I'm looking at the picture of Buck Munna. He looked like Von right here. Cash died because he took a picture by that mural. I reached out to Cash when he had that hat with that V-word sign whacked out. And I laughed at it. And I was like, Cash, you funny as hell. And he was like, it's just a hat. Like, he ain't seem like it was funny. Like, Cash was dissing for the views. But you could tell Cash knew he was playing with his life. Buck Munna let the spirit of King Von enter him. Like, he literally was like, I'm going to kill Cash and be the next Von. And that's what he did, according to Traplo Ross.
Man up in the bag. The switches came and made him crash. I don't smoke Tuka, I smoke Cash. I'm just lying. Weak, that's exotic shit.
Buck Munna would further raise eyebrows after a vlog circulated, seeming to show him laughing and reenacting what Cash did when he tried to run away after getting shot.
You trying to run, you know you can run.
Cash's former manager would seemingly further point the finger towards O-Block as he would post himself in August dropping the O-Block hand sign, whilst unconfirmed rumors would begin to spread that Cash's murder had been picked up by the feds, just as Stefan Mack's murder would eventually be picked up in 2023. This pointing to the theory that Cash's murder had possibly also involved interstate communication and exchanges of money. Buck Munna would continue to drop lyrics that seemed to point to Cash's murder, like his November 2022 song Come Here, where he would rap about jumping out in all black, just like the shooters in Cash's case, and how the ARP had hit the victim's back, just like what happened to Cash as he tried to run from his killers. In December, Booney Mo would finally release his song We Did It that they had been rapping during that Instagram live, where besides rapping the line about how they did it, he would also rap how he pays for his shorties to go slide and kill people. A message which, funnily enough, was also shared by OTF Jam in his March 2023 song War with the City, with Redditors commenting how this verse had finally convinced them that Booney Mo had paid for Cash's murder. However, there has also been other theories about Cash's murder, with one of them claiming that Cash was backdoored by people close to him, particularly a man named Big Dale, who was an OG from Cash's hood and father of one of Cash's best friends, Fat Shorty from Jaro City, who was killed in 2021, with this backdoor theory stemming from a rumor that Cash had actually gotten Fat Shorty killed by accident during a house party argument gone wrong. This theory...
Cash did not get Fat Shorty killed by accident. That didn't happen like that.
Theory would end up gaining so much traction that even DJU would ask FBG Young about it, but Young would seemingly disregard these rumors as nothing more than YouTubers trying to get views.
RIP was responsible for like backdooring your brother FBG Cash.
Yeah.
So it's Big Dale. Let's start there. Or who was he to y'all?
Big Dale's one of the guys from the neighborhood.
What do you think of these rumors?
I don't think the internet. I don't listen to that.
Word.
Yeah. I don't put that no mind though. Like that would make a good story for the internet, won't it?
It sound crazy as hell to me.
All right. it's some nice views. I mean, I don't be paying not that serious to me. I don't pay it no mind.
Since the murder, there's been endless speculation on Reddit as to exactly who might have been involved in Cash's murder, with polls even circulating that allowed members to vote on which gang they felt were most likely responsible. One Reddit post circulated names of 5 potential suspects from the OTF, TTE, and O-Block sets. One of the names listed, OTF Black, had made a post to IG days after the murder saying that if you want respect in the streets, you have to get your bodies up, and boasting how Lil Varney gave him a CEO chain when he got out of jail and told him to stand on his ops' necks, with Black responding that it's OTF forever and he's got this, with people on Reddit commenting that this was some of the most insane self-snitching that they'd ever seen. However, OTF Black would later deny this and call out Reddit for putting bodies on him in a block-to-block interview along
you all. They got
iTrap Rob and Terror.
Yeah. They got you on Reddit teed up.
Another person named in that post, TTE Stain, would also be mentioned in other posts that alluded to having committed a crime in designer clothing. Another post would claim without evidence that Ty Munner was being investigated for the murder, while another pointed the finger at Lil Mike from O-Block. Numerous people would point the finger at Booney Mo from OTF, saying that he was the one who orchestrated the hit, which is interesting considering how happy he seemed about it on the live with Lil Durk. Others would point the finger at OTF DD, with some suggesting that Durk had been pushing DD's career as a reward after the hit. At the moment, Cash's murder still remains unsolved, and to be clear, there's no real evidence that either O-Block or OTF had anything to do with it, at least publicly. But then again, not so long ago, there was also nothing but rumors connecting Durk to the murder of Stephon Mack. Now, many people...
Look, y'all, the streets always gonna tell y'all what's going on. Cash got killed. His cousin went to the O. Cash got killed. His engineer went to the O. Cash got killed. And O-Block started dissing him. Who else would have did it?
I think it's only a matter of time before they put this murder on Lil Durk too. But what we do know for certain is that Cash's murder would take place only a few months before the murder that may end up taking down the entire OTF empire. I'm talking about the murder of Lil Pat.
Shout out to Trap Lil Ross, man. That was a dope video as usual. They want Durk. And they gonna do any and everything in their power to get Durk. The feds gonna be like, man, who gave you that money to do it? And we'll reduce your time. And he might give Durk name. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I don't think Durk had nothing to do with that Cash hit. I just think he knew it was going to happen because of the things that was happening to Cash in the streets leading up to his death. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people do be in the red, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, and all you knuckleheads and you young whippersnappers, this is the end of the video. If you like the content, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will never miss another video.
Me go. I'm back. Y'all know what it is. Dumb ass, stupid ass. Let's go. Ain't the type to hang with new niggas. Do this shit from day one, niggas. My shorty quick to pull them triggers. Unload on the goofy for nigga. Big me go, she pop up shit. Better get your bitch before she get hit. Now I got his goofy ass over pissed. Only thing I did is add it to the list. Ain't the type to hang with new niggas. Do this shit from day one, niggas. My shorty quick to pull them triggers. Unload on the goofy for nigga. Big me go, she pop up shit. Better get your bitch before she get hit. Now I got his goofy ass over pissed. Only thing I did is add it to the list. That's his bitch, yeah, I hit her, add her ass on to the list. Guess he went through her phone, now his goof ass over pissed. Better take it out with his bitch, better not come away with that shit. I'm overloaded PTSD so bad, not showing him blowing this bitch. Pocket stay fed, I'm a skinny guy when I walk a wild in this bitch. We ain't clicked up with shit, these niggas are snake cured for a brick. Better watch the rounds in this bitch, be the one that say look, you get your hit. I been popping my big shit, I'm Big Migo, you done weird bitch. I'ma go viral with this dance, get groovy, Drake all in my hands. I know you like me step, but dance overdo it when I catch your man. I'ma go viral with this dance, get groovy, Drake all in my hands. I know you like me step, but dance overdo it when I catch your man.